Hey guys, welcome back. We're now on part two, and I'm really, really sorry for the inconvenience of the fact that I think the internet just hates me, hates me, hates me. So this is round two. So we'll just wait for the room to fill up again, and anyone to join that wants to join. So, guys, where were we when we left off in the last time? We were talking about vitamin C cleansers and how I think for me, a vitamin C cleanser is a great option. Hi again, Ariana JS. We are back. We are back in a different stream. Feels a bit weird, so you can all hit that like button again and let's just get back, start where we left off. We were talking about vitamin C cleansers and how I think I prefer a vitamin C serum and I tend to avoid a cleanser. I think cleansers you just risk, or I'll turn the phone around so that'll make it easier. I think cleansers you just risk doubling up potentially, and I just much prefer to use a serum. So I don't know, and Soap and Glory is not my favorite brand. I don't like their marketing. I think it's very much aimed at women, which is fine, but I think unisex. I think skincare is for everybody, and I just I'm not the biggest fan. So yeah, it's fine. Um, Jenny, I know it's been a internet nightmare, but it's fine. It's fine. We battle through, and it's all good. It's all good. We are back, here, Jack. Welcome. Thank you very much. If you could all hit the like button and ask me any questions that you have, because I'm out of questions because I lost all the ones on the other chat. So I'm really, 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 really sorry. And I will scroll back through them and answer them in the comments below. So in the last one. So don't feel like it's a no. So what questions have we got? Let's have a look in the chat. Yeah, is the internet is the connection okay, or are we gonna have to abandon the live completely? I don't know what's wrong with my internet at the moment. I'm having it changed over, so maybe that's it. So, does anybody? Where were we at with question wise? Oh, VB says, I would like to know if there's something wrong with starting retinol in summer. No, 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 absolutely. You start retinol whenever you want to start retinol. A lot of people give up retinol in summer, and I think why? Because if you give it up, you then have to just start from scratch. So you go through all of the irritation and the bad purging. Always continue with your retinol. I would definitely recommend it. It's fine to start in summer. Just make sure you have a really good SPF of 50. Put it on, reapply it during the day because you can start retinol in summer. I would fully recommend it. Should we wash off acids after 30 minutes? Great question, JS. It depends on the acid itself and what the instructions say. Go on the instructions. So if you're using the peeling solution by the Ordinary, which is a super strength acid, then yes, you should absolutely wash it off after the 10 minutes that it says on the instructions. Other acids, it's fine. Glycolic acid is denatured by water. So actually, if you're using a glycolic acid, the body kind of stops it automatically. You really need to wash it off. Less so with salicylic acid, but I don't wash any of my acids off. You say that in an Asian skincare group, they say it stops working after 30 minutes, so it's best to wash it off. There's nothing in skincare that's particularly bad for the skin. If you buy good skincare that's good ingredients, you can absolutely leave it on the skin. You're right, it probably stops working after 30 minutes, but if you put serums on top of it, so say you've got your hyaluronic acid, that's going to keep working. Why would you wash that off? So unless you're doing a treatment like the peeling solution by the Ordinary, keep it on. Absolutely keep it on. It's a pleasure, VB. Jenny, I love seeing Leo this morning. How's he doing? He's off his food at the moment. I don't know if it's because it's hot or what his problem is, but he likes to appear in videos. He's getting a little bit more screen confident. I notice he's that little bit more, a little less shy than he used to be. Marcel was always in the videos, but Leo never would be. So he's appearing. He's taking his time and he's fine. Sterling is a nightmare. He's in full puppy mode. So this evening is going to be fun because he had a walk really early, so he kind of forgets he's had a walk, so he's going to be on full on dog mode. Which would be cute, so I'll have to throw a ball for him when this is all over. Kajak says, I recently watched your video in which you said you prefer Pixie Glow Tonic over the Ordinary glycolic acid, and you 100% agree. That was a really controversial opinion. I love both. So both are good. Use whatever you want to use and what works for your skin. I think there's more hydrating elements in Pixie Glow Tonic, and so I think it leaves you more hydrated after you've used it, which I love. I think the Ordinary can be a little bit drying, but there's some people who don't like the fragrance that's in it and don't like some of the ingredients that are in the Pixie. So I think it's personal preference, but you do you, but I love the Pixie. He says, I love the Paula's Choice and the Ordinary video. What an awesome battle of the bands. It was really good. And I think it showed me before I did that, I didn't have as positive an opinion of Paula's Choice. Then I did that and I thought, actually, do you know what? This is a really good brand and one that we should all like look up to and love. So definitely going to keep doing those. The next one, just as a little sneak peek, is Drunk Elephant versus the Inculist. So we have. Hi, I hope you're well. What do you know about fungal acne? Right, fungal acne is a really good question. So it kind of came about a couple of years ago. I mean, it's always been there, but people really started talking about it. Unfortunately, it's kind of gone mad, and now everybody thinks they've got fungal acne, even if they haven't got fungal acne. What it's kind of characterized by is it's less inflammatory than normal acne, and it just has those white miliar like bumps on the skin. If that's you, then potentially it could be fungal acne. I would look up. I haven't done a skincare routine for fungal acne, but I will do in the future. The reason I haven't done it is because I think it's something that's best diagnosed by a specialist face to face. So I would speak to your esthetician, speak to your dermatologist, your general practitioner, your doctor, and ask them for their opinion, because without seeing it face to face, it'd be quite difficult to work out whether that is what you have. And it's a totally different treatment regime to normal acne. So it's worth working out whether that is what you've got or not. What are my thoughts on Cetaphil Pro Oil Control SPF 30? Love it, absolutely love it. One of my favorites. It does genuinely keep you matte all day, and it's non-comedogenic, and it's perfect. It's an unfragranced. Everybody can use it. If you happen to be greasy, this will keep you matte all day. Or even if you have normal skin, but in summer you get a little bit, I don't know, just a little bit shiny midday. Really great, keeping the oil in check. Sue, hello, welcome. You missed all the internet drama, and you've come at the best part. And Raquel says, how are the chickens and the eggs sitting? So far we had four chickens broody last week. We have got rid of 3 of them off the brood. Not got rid of 3 of them are no longer broody, and they are laying eggs. That's fine. 1 is persistent, and she is still broody, and she is very much not getting off those eggs. So I don't know what we're going to do. We might need to. The next step is to dunk her in a bucket of cold water, because that shocks the system into cooling down. So it's hormone driven, and the hotter they get, the more hormone levels. So the old like wives' tale was to just dunk them in a bucket of cold water, which I think is a bit cruel. But she has now been broody for 4 weeks, which is longer than she should have been, and it starts to impact their health. So she might be getting dunked in the week. Jenny says, our dog Taco is terrified of thunderstorms. Fortunately, I am terrified of thunderstorms. Absolutely hate them. But the dogs are fine. Cats are fine. Chickens are fine. So give him a big cuddle from me. Rubini says, any recommendations for calming masks to help with irritation? Yes. If I was to do a mask that was, there are some fantastic ones out there. To be honest, if you get the Inculist Oat Cleansing Balm and you use that as a mask, that oat is going to take down the inflammation. Just use that as your leave-on mask. You can't fault it. I love it. Sue said, I need to watch your video on The Ordinary in pause. Yes, Sue. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You should be there watching it now. No, it's done really well. You put up videos, and it's really weird on YouTube, because you put up videos and you don't know whether it's going to be really well or really bad. And once you put loads of effort in, often do the worst. And the ones where you just think, I'll just do a quick video, a bit of chatty, easy to film, easy to edit, they do really well. So this one took ages to edit, and I thought, it means it's going to do really badly, because they always do. And it did really well. So I just chuffed that a video that I actually put loads more. Thank you to all the love you've shown it. And Sue, definitely worth a watch. Amanda said, I started using L'Oreal Paris Revitalift Serum. Apparently it helps with brightening, but as soon as I put my face cream, my face becomes flaky. Not sure why. Do you need to just sink in? Yeah, I would. I haven't used the L'Oreal Revitalift, but my mum swears by it. She loves it. So if it's good enough for my mother, it's good enough for everybody. She loves it. And I would say just let it sink in. Some products do take 2 to 3 minutes to sink in. If it's more than that, it's probably just not working for you. But give it up to 5 minutes, and then put your next products on top, and you should be absolutely fine. If you haven't already, guys, smash that like button, give it a big thumbs up. It really helps this video. And we lost the likes for the last one because of the internet. I'll be getting on to BT, who's my internet provider, and giving them what for tomorrow. Jay says, looking forward to the Drunk Elephant and the Inculist. So I don't know who's going to win. I never go into these battles knowing who's going to win. I kind of think of it as I go through the video, which I think is the more organic way of doing it. PYT says, I'm about to incorporate ordinary ascorbic acid with alpha-arbutin. I know mixing with niacinamide might cause issues, but can you use it after a glycolic acid toner? Yes, and actually, it's a bit of a myth that mixing niacinamide and vitamin C together is dangerous and stuff. There was a paper that showed if you mix the two together, it creates a compound called niacin, which can be irritating to the skin. Can be being the word. If you have normal skin, you're going to be absolutely fine. If you're sensitive, then yes, you want to buffer them out. But I actually don't have a problem with it, and I always use my vitamin C's and niacinamides together, and no problem at all. Same with the glycolic acid toner. Just give it maybe 2 minutes for the toner to do its work before you put it on, and then you'll be absolutely fine. Jenny, one of my dogs is saying literally terrified. Oh, I know, it's so sad. I hate to see animals in thunderstorms and fireworks. We have fireworks. My dogs used to hate fireworks. They're a little bit better now though. Let's have a look. Jess, I do want to do a Facebook group. I wanted to focus all my energy on YouTube and then kind of work up to Facebook, but it is coming. I can promise you that there will be a Facebook group because obviously a lot of people have asked for it. And it's quite a nice addition. Sue says, thanks. Your skin is looking fantastic. Thanks. I do have a breakout here, which actually is really good because it's not good because I don't want to break out, but I got sent some, Zit sticker, which I'm going to give a huge shout out to Zit Sticker here because I did a video on their pimple patches and I really hated the product and really didn't rave about it and said actually there's cheaper alternatives there. I just don't like it. And Zit Sticker reached out and said thank you for your feedback. Obviously we disagree, but we do appreciate you covering the product on the channel and thanks for being kind and not being too shady about it, which was lovely of them. And they've actually sent me their fading patches, so to fade a zit. Since they faded it, since they sent me it, haven't had a zit, just got a breakout, so I'm thrilled because I get to test it out. So once this has died down, I'm going to pop the patch on, test it, and give it a fair chance. And I think, do you know what? It takes a lot for a company to say, actually, you read us to fill for one of the products, but we take it on board and we hope you like our next product. So really big shout out to Zit Sticker for doing that. Byron says, what can you say about Ultris sunscreen? What I can say is that everybody wants me to review Ultris sunscreen. I bought it and I am probably I want to try it out on a couple of my darker skinned friends because I think it might come across a little bit ashy on darker skin tones and I like to just give all the information. So I'm going to wait till that feedback's been given back and then you will see a review. But so far, definitely on my skin tone, I'm loving it. Annika says, thank you. Thanks to you, I rebought the Paula's Choice Vitamin C Booster. I like it. It's less faff than the ordinary powder. I think this is it. If you love skincare and you don't mind spending money, then I think the Vitamin C Booster by Paula's Choice is fantastic. Pre-mixed, really good strength, gorgeous product, formulation to die for. If you're on a budget or you don't want to spend super amounts of money or you're just cheap like me, then you can get really good results by the ordinary L-ascorbic acid powder, but you have to put the work in. It's a bit more faff. You do have to actually mix it. It can be a bit messy. So it's worth kind of working out what's right for you, but I love the booster by Paula's Choice. Ariana says, is wearing ordinary niacinamide only at night okay? Yeah. You're not supposed to use it with vitamin C, so I'm curious. Now, the ordinary do say don't team it with their vitamin Cs. It's because of this combination with vitamin C creating niacin, which can create sensitivity. I actually think it's fine. If you don't have sensitive skin, you're absolutely... Skincare's a long-term game, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. I'd use it at night, get the benefits, and you're good to go. You won't get too much of the irritation. So yeah, great idea. Just use it at night. So have you ever heard of Rada Beauty? No, I haven't. Do you have any recommendations, Sue, that I should try? Because I like the name. Kaija says, thoughts on Pixi Retinol Eye Cream. I love Pixi. I am a huge Pixi fan. As anyone's watched this channel knows, I love Pixi. I do think they have the dud products. They have the good and they have the dud. And I'm not a huge fan of their retinol eye cream, only because I don't think you need a retinol eye cream. I think just use your retinol under your eye. I'm not sold on retinol eye creams. And I think this is quite expensive for what it is. It's not a bad product. I just think it's very expensive. And I would just take your normal retinol under your eye. I don't think you need to buy a separate retinol, but you do you. It's a lovely product if you do want to buy a separate retinol eye cream. I just don't think you need to spend that money. That's all. Guys, if you haven't already, if you can smash that like button, I'll love you forever. So we've got, can I use retinol if pregnant? No. Straight up, no. Different between retinol and vitamin A serum. So you absolutely cannot use retinol if you are pregnant or breastfeeding. So actually, it doesn't just stop a pregnancy if you're breastfeeding as well. The reasons for this is vitamin A in high doses can cause birth defects in unborn children. So it is one of those things. There are some things that I do think we say, oh, don't use it when you're pregnant. Like salicylic acid is a great example. They say don't use it when you're pregnant. Is it going to do anything? Probably not. I just don't think there's enough testing, and it's really difficult, unsurprisingly, to get pregnant women to subject themselves and their unborn baby to products that aren't tested in order to do the testing. So it's quite hard to test on pregnant women, which I could totally understand. So people say don't use salicylic acid. I mean, I follow the instructions. I don't think you should, but it's not the end of the world. Retinol, definitely. Vitamin A can cause birth defects in unborn children, and you definitely should not use retinol when you're pregnant. Same for vitamin A serums and anything that's vitamin A or vitamin A derived, do not use when you're pregnant. So that was really clear cut. I'm looking forward to the thoughts on the Roche-Posay tinted sunscreen. I put it on order. This was a recommendation for Jenny, from Jenny. I put it on order and I can't wait. I don't mind a little bit of tint to my sunscreen because I think some sunscreens can be a little bit ashy and they come across a little bit, I don't know, they just don't work on my skin type. So I can't wait to try this because I don't mind a little bit of tint. And I was sold when you said it's light coverage because I don't want to. I mean, I think it's fine. Guys wear makeup day in, day out, and I have no issue with that at all. It's a medium coverage or a light coverage, I'm all on board with. So I can't wait, Jenny. Thank you so much for the recommendation. Nikita says, welcome, welcome, welcome. Does mixing SPA SPF with coverage products like BB reduce its efficiency? It shouldn't. It absolutely shouldn't. So if it's a mineral sunscreen, definitely not, because the minerals they don't diminish. Some chemicals can interact with chemicals in chemical sunscreen. So if you're unsure, stick to a mineral and you'll be fine. Chemical, it's a little bit harder to tell, but in theory it shouldn't. No. So, guys, we've got plenty of time for some more questions, and we've got another 15 minutes, so plenty of time. I'm really sorry about the internet. It's going to mess up the uploader treat because you're going to have to watch, actually, double the views. Think of it that way, double the views because it'll count twice. But I'm sorry about the internet trouble. And next week we will be all on. I might just do it on my 4G or 5G on my phone. It's probably for the safer. Laura says, I'm waiting on my Yes Style skincare haul. I got Purito and Biore, Aqua Essence SPFs, and some other gems. Oh, you are. Honestly, Laura, you will love it, love it, love it. I literally adore some of those products. So you're going to love them. And I love Yes Style. It's a great, great website. Cult Beauty is my absolute favorite, but Yes Style's up there. And I think I'm not sure. Can I say yes? I can say I have been approached by a website which I love and use all the time to buy my skincare, to say would I do like a best of their website, so things to pick from their website. And I was like, yes I will, because A, I shop there anyway, and B, why not? And so they said, this is like a skincare lover's dream. I don't want this to sound like I'm bragging. It's just because I'm super excited. They were like, go on a shopping spree. We're going to give you like a gift card. I won't say the amount because that's part of the agreement that I'm not supposed to say. I'll give you a gift card. Shop till you drop. Well, I dropped. I have bought so much stuff and I can't wait to share it with you all, guys. It's going to be amazing. Ashley says, Ashley, hello, well, I'm late to the live. Don't worry, we've had so much technical problems. Ashley, you've probably come at the right time, love. But as you were doing an early evening routine, gorgeous. I'm going to go, after this, I'm going to go and I'm filming my evening routine tonight to upload tomorrow. So tomorrow's morning video is going to be an evening, but you can watch it in the evening if you want to do skincare routine with me. Annika says, have I ever tried Heliocare mineral sunscreen? It's a light tint, which actually looks pretty good. I've heard amazing. I actually counted, and I think I have a problem because I've been sent quite a lot of sunscreen as well. I currently have 48 sunscreens. I don't think anybody needs 48 sunscreens. I'm going to give some of them away for other people to try so I can get their feedback, but I've promised myself I will not buy any more sunscreens, except for the one I bought this morning because Jenny recommended it. But after that, I'm not buying any more sunscreens. JS says, have you I've used tone-up creams before. I've got some by the MI1. I can't get to work with my SPF. I haven't. I've never tried it. I'm intrigued, but I have never tried it. So I'd love to know what you guys think. If you've tried one and it's worked, let me know and I will buy one. Layla says, hi Rob, could you make another Korean skincare video, please? Oh, Layla, you are preaching to the converted here, my love, because I have one coming up. I have been sent a Korean haul. Well, no, it's an Asian skincare haul. I'd say it's 60 to 70% Korean. There's a little Japanese in there. So it's an Asian skincare haul. I'm going to be covering the products, basically just doing an unboxing and saying which ones I like and which ones I don't like. So far, I'd say 70% like. So it's good. It is good. Have I used Korean? I can't even, have I used it? I can't even say it. The Pungyang Kangyong prods. No, I haven't, but I will research them. I'm going to, after I do these videos, I always watch back and I always make notes of what I'm going to try. So I will research that because that sounds really interesting. Nikita says, is the website Cult Beauty? I am absolutely not allowed to say. But yes, Rickett Edit said, Jenny is really, I had my Purito about a month ago and I just found out today that it hasn't even been shipped. Oh, I hate that. Shipping is dreadful at the moment, like honestly dreadful here in the UK. I sent out some giveaways to people and they're still in shipment. One's stuck in Chicago airport going through immigration. I mean, I don't know what they think, stowaways in the box or something. One is stuck in Amsterdam and it's just so frustrating. But I know, I feel your pain, people. I feel your pain. Jenny, an unboxing. Yes, there is going to be an unboxing, mainly because my house looks like a warehouse. It's like a distribution center, which is great because people have been so generous and sent so much amazing stuff. But I really just need to open it now. I'm going to open it on camera, give you all the first impressions, and don't worry, there are some doozies in there. Dominique says, exciting. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. Limit says, can I get the same benefits from using an example, for example, an niacinamide every second day versus every day? I switch it up and use my glycolic acid. You can. Skincare is totally flexible. I would just say if you use something half the time, it's going to take you twice as long to get. Listen to your skin, but you can absolutely mix and match. You don't need to use it every single day. Jess says, do I edit your videos just with you doing your nighttime routine, uploading it tomorrow? I do what I call light editing. I hate personal preference, but I hate these YouTube videos where they're jumping here, jumping there, 1 minute the arm's up, 1 minute's down, and it's all these like fade in, fade outs. I hate all that. I try to film it because I think it seems more genuine, especially if I mess up. Who cares? Mess up, crack on, it's all good. So I don't edit too much. The only time I edit is if I really mess up and I want to cut something out. And yes, I do a little light editing, but I think it's more natural if you just don't do too much editing, but that's personal preference. Hado Labo, overrated? Yeah, overrated. Oh, I don't know how to do a raised eyebrow there. Don't mind me. Looked a bit sinister. Hado Labo, yeah, I think it is overrated. They're not bad products, but I think people go mad for them, and I think there's better ones out there. But so yeah, I'd say overrated. Dominic says, yes, I love that site. What site? I've not mentioned any site whatsoever. I'm going to be slaughtered, but I can never keep a secret. Is there any benefits to layering different sunscreens, Ian? A good question. I don't think there is. I think the only time I would layer them is I never wash off sunscreen because even if they say apply every 2 hours, even after 4 hours, you're still getting a residual benefit. It's a myth. Just think it stops working on the dot of the second hour. So there's an element of layering that goes on when you reapply. The only time I would do that is if you want to put a powder foundation style SPF over a normal SPF. That works really well. I love the Polish. Which was the one I recommended? Can't remember the powder one. Peter Thomas Roth do one and another company do one, and I loved it and I've got it and I can't remember. But powder foundation style SPFs with a bit of light coverage, great over to mattify. Yeah, you can layer that, but I wouldn't layer other sunscreens. You're not going to get the benefit. The Edit says, yay to unboxing. It's going to be a big unboxing, but let it run on for an hour and people can watch as much of it as they want. JS says, Pyeongchang Yul is amazing. I love that essence. Well, I'm going to have to look into it and I'm going to have to buy the essence, aren't I? Layla says, I purchased the Neod Repigment Serum and the Multimolecular Hyaluronic Complex on your recommendations and I absolutely love them. Yes. I am so sad. There is nothing that makes me happier than when someone says I recommended something and they love it as much as I do. I think it's because I would only recommend it if I love it, but I'm still a little unsure because if I love it, what happens if someone else doesn't? So when other people say I love it, and everybody I've given that repigment to or recommended to have said, oh my God. So yes, honestly, it's worth every penny. And I rarely say that about expensive skincare, but it's genuinely worth the penny. Really not. I would actually look for an essence. It's Korean essences. Some of them have alcohol in, and I know everyone's going to gasp and say alcohol, but actually if you're really oily or combination, alcohol can just help mattify that, and Korean ones use really advanced technology with their alcohols that can provide that without stripping the skin. So yeah, you can just find one that isn't overly hydrating would be my recommendation. Jay says, I like the style rather than the overly edited videos. I do kind of like the what. So it's personal preference. Some people say you should do more editing. Fine. Some people say I put out a video a day. I wouldn't have the time to do all this amazing editing that people do that put out one a week. So I think it's a trade-off between more videos and less editing, or less videos and more editing. And I chose the former. Am I trying out any Indian products? Yes, I have. I was really disappointed when my Asian skincare haul box didn't have any Indian products in there. I guess it's because they are totally different to Korean and Japanese, which tend to have vague similarities. They're not that many. So I am going to purchase some. I love the fact that Indians literally are obsessed with turmeric, and I am obsessed with turmeric. Beautiful ingredient in skincare, and they have some gorgeous serums. So the first thing I'm going to buy that's from an Indian brand is going to be a turmeric serum because I just know it's going to be good. What is that? Kojak says, what is my favorite ingredient in skincare? Retinol. Couldn't live without my retinol. If I just had to have one thing, it'd be retinol. Sue says, Rada Beauty, it's a South Korean brand, and they have a tea tree serum with 20% vitamin C, 2.5% retinol, 3.5% niacinamide, and 5% hyaluronic acid, and 2% BHA. Wow. So basically just a skincare in a serum. So I am going to buy that and I'm going to review it because that sounds amazing. And all of those ingredients, those concentrations, beautiful. I'm going to try that. Thanks for the recommendation. No, there was no whimsy in the box, which again disappointed, but there was some gorgeous stuff in there. So I will purchase some extra bits. Don't you worry. Ashley Gower says, "Are you a fan of any skincare books? I've just read Caroline Hiron's books. I love Caroline. She's British. She's fantastic. I adore her. And she's really good. Actually, the Paula's Choice. If you go on Paula, can't remember her surname, but the Paula from Paula's Choice. She did a beauty Bible way before people were talking about ingredients, and it's still absolutely amazing and one of my go-tos. Be a bit careful because she did a load of weird, really weird books as well. If you type in Paula's Choice books, she did a load of weird ones about where's the best place to snog and kiss. Baffling. I've no idea why. Not those books, the ones that talk about ingredients, but like ones like Take Me to the Beauty Counter or something. It's amazing. Now we are coming. I'm just looking at the time. We are coming up to 8 o'clock. I'm so sorry that we've had some really bad technological issues tonight, but you know, it all just keeps it real. Thank you for rejoining. I apply my sunscreen Purito in the morning. Absolutely. Truth, I don't. You will get some residual, particularly from a mineral sunscreen. Depends if you're using mineral or chemical, but with mineral, you'll still get some residual protection, and you're really protecting from the rays, which I say between 10 and 4 being the highest. So by 5 o'clock, I think you're okay. It's personal preference. Officially, yes, you should. I don't, but I'll leave it up to you. Reached out to me and said, "Can I send you Neogen Hylamide products?" I was like, yes, you can. It came today, and they were so generous. I thought she'd just give me like 1 or 2. Oh no, I could barely lift the box. That's going to be an unboxing for the ages. Ariana said, "What should be the first thing I do if I get irritation from a product?" First thing you should do is work whether you want to continue using it. So if it's something like Resol, you should just push through that. If it's something like an niacinamide, I think it's probably worth stopping, looking for another product. If it's really bad irritation, stop straight away. If it's just minor irritation, I'd push through it and see, maybe just use it every other day and see how it gets over time. Jenny, thank you for joining us, my love. Thank you everybody for joining, and I can't wait. So many recommendations, and I'm gonna just go and order a load of skincare now. Yay! It's gonna be amazing evening and weekend. So thank you so much for joining. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, hit the thumbs up button on this video. It really helps. Wherever you are in the world, guys, I'm sending so much love from here in the UK. I'm gonna go get my burrito for tea, and I'm gonna try and sort my car out and sort this internet out. But thank you so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure, and I love you all. Take care. Bye.